Right, everybody. So rule number one when it comes to fat loss is we have to be in a caloric deficit. Now, don't worry, that is just a fancy way of saying that we need to expend more calories than the calories that we are consuming. This has to happen in order for us to lose weight. Now, we can do this a number of ways. Obviously, increasing our activity, aiming to train 3 or 4 times a week is going to go a long way to increasing our output, but we also need to invest a lot of time and energy into decreasing our input. So that is the food and drink that we eat. So we need to look at reducing that in line with increasing our output to really get the most out of changing your body. Now, there are a couple of ways that we can do this. At Jones's, we help everybody massively. Now, number one is that we can give you a calorie goal. Now, that's just the thing where we would sit down with you and work out exactly how many calories you need based on your activity and based on your goals and where you are right now, really. What you can then do is download, there are so many apps now that you can do this with. So MyFitnessPal and Fat Secret are the two that we use most and probably most successfully here at Jones's. And what you can do is you can manually input all the foods you eat. It gives you a running total of what calories are in those foods. And then you can literally just make sure that you hit your targets each and every day moving forward. That's option number one, and we are more than happy to sit down and do that with you. And ultimately, if you do that, it's going to coach you and encourage you and teach you what's actually in foods, and the more you do it, the easier it gets and the more you'll understand what is actually in the foods you're eating. Secondly, we've got our nutritional cookbooks, if you will. Now, all of the calories are broken down into each meal. So again, what we can do is we can sit down with you, give you a calorie goal, give you one of these packs, one of these meal packs, and then all you would do is pick meals that you like and enjoy and feel confident to cook, and that add up to your calorie goal. So for example, you might find that there is a mushroom and spinach frittata for breakfast, if that's something you might like for breakfast. That is 350 calories. So you would literally just say, right, well, I'm going to have that for breakfast, so that's 350 of my calories that I'm allowed today, going from there. You then pick a lunch that you like, which might be 450 calories, great, put that into there. And a dinner that's also 450 calories, great, put that into there. And basically you can just keep adding foods that add up to your total number of calories. It's as simple as that. So again, we can sit down and plan that with you. Thirdly, and probably the most bespoke option, is to sit down with one of the coaches and get a bespoke nutrition plan for you. So this is where the coach would take into consideration absolutely everything. So all the things you like, all the things you don't like, they would then do all of the hard work for you, work out all of the calories, macronutrients and other fancy words that we don't need to worry about too much, but they would work all that out for you, give you the plan, and then you literally just follow that. It's all the weights already in there in terms of how much you should eat of each food group, basically. So that's a couple of the ways, or the 3 ways really, that we do it here. It is key for your results that we get you into a caloric deficit and maintain that. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to speak to one of the team. We're all on hand to help and make you feel great.